Looks like we got a new friend!
Thank you so much to Madam Gandalf and her crew for coming in. All of you wonderful people, you can't see me, but I promise you I'm doing heart hands and doing lots of hype things and all the other things, and the other guys are muted, but they're also dancing around. It's amazing. Thank you so much, all you guys. Welcome. Ah!
Looks like we got a new friend! Welcome to the Academy. Please take your seats. Welcome to the Academy. Please take your seats. Welcome to the Academy. Please take your seats.
I was looking at dead men. Before another hour passed, I'd send them wailing on their way to rotting hell. All of them. Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to the Curse of Strahd. This season's playing for keepsies. Oh, hi everyone, this is going to be great. I'm really hyped. Before I go round, let's get through our social links. Discord, Twitter, YouTube, go and check them all out. Discord for community, Twitter, send me a DM, I'll get you a game. YouTube, go and check out last season. Also, all of these games will be uploaded very soon in the next couple of days. Also, you can check out our Patreon, where you can support us for as little as $1 a month, and we appreciate all of the support very, very much so. We also have merch over on Redbubble. Go and check that out. There may even be a code, but I haven't checked, so good luck with that. Also, we have a sponsor in Bird in the Storm Publishing, who create D&D content and other TTRPGs. They're a writing company. And Maychan Press, who made the D&D 5e expansion called the Dark Matter Alpha, which is a sci-fi thing. And of course I'm recapping you guys, because this week I'm doing it from someone else's perspective. Tweets! Every 10 retweets... Not tweet. Every 10 retweets, we will get a trinket. I just killed my wife. So go and retweet the tweet to give us the trinkets. I haven't updated this at all. We're not on 12, definitely not. We're also not out of 20, we're actually out of 10. There are no fires burning here, everything's fine. Yeah, also check out our panels for erasavad.com, tabletoploot.com, and Root Inc., all of which you can go over and get yourself a lovely discount code, and the children will sing of your victories. Great, let's go around and say hello to everyone. This week, let's go clockwise around. Let's start with Alice.
Oh, hi! Hi, I'm so excited to be back for Curse of Strahd because everything's going to go wrong and we've basically lost Sophie right now to Strahd, which we now have to go find. I played Bob the most of the time to backseat, but he is a changeling. But yeah, and by the end of this, I will get my ducks or my bats back, Scratch. Just so you know, I will get my ducks. I don't care if it's a scary looking goose, I'm gonna get one.
Well, next around, we welcome, Baby 190. Oh, hi.
Oh, hello! I'm so excited to be back. But hello, everybody. My name is SoBaby190 here on the internet, and I am playing Sophie, the Strahd servant, slave, captor, captee. You know, she's in a lot of shit right now. But where we last left off is she passed out and was tied up in a chair, and Strahd poured blood on her head, and it was just all really traumatic. And I'm sure she's completely mentally stable right now. So I'm looking forward to seeing how she's doing. Oh God.
You are muted, Scrat. And I did
I
say
am.
as am
Of
I.
course I am. Just checking. Next around, we have the wonderful A. Kelly Lane, the most up-and-coming member of the Academy to date, DMing one-shots at Christmas, in campaigns, moving on to other shows. Big things coming your way. Oh, hi, Kelly.
Hi, I'm Kelly. I like getting in over my head. It's kind of my brand. Like we're gonna do today. I play Talia, who's our half-elven paladin, who made a statement at the end of last season by getting up and walking out the front door. I am excited for this season. Ready to. I'm looking forward to the feels. I'm thinking there's some like emotional and probably a great deal of physical pain coming our way this season. And I'm actually looking forward to it.
What limb can I?
I'm one of those people. Anyway, that's me.
Teehee. Well, lastly, but most certainly not leastly, we have the wonderful Madam Gandalf. Madam Gandalf, thank you so much for that wonderful raid. Welcome you and all your followers.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi. It's good to be back. It's good to be playing the ever so adorable oaf that is Suri. But part of her is missing because her sister's missing. And they're not quite a whole person without each other. They're like twins, but not twins, because I think one of us is older than the other. But they've kind of always had each other's back. And so right now she's feeling like she kind of let her sister down. What with her sister being missing and all that, and for all she knows, she could be dead in a ditch with heroin needles, and oh gosh, it's like a mom is gonna come after me and tell her off, and oh God, it's all going down to hell. Like, yeah, she's panicking on the inside. I'm out.
We'll see how your lovely companions are dealing with that very shortly. Thank you very much, Ite Ren, for the subscription. You have a reroll to gift to a player. The first reroll of the new season to gift to a player.
Ren.
We pan through the mist. Not into the forest, not into a city, although for a moment you can see them far below. Instead, we just plunge straight down. Down, down, down. Into the earth, the ground. For they say, Strahd is the land. And the land has eyes. The land welcomes its new playthings. Strahd watches this ragtaggle group as they make their way through Barovia once, twice, stopping at a small tent where someone he knows well, gives them all the information they need if they wish to try and defeat him. And sees them happen across the first clue as though it was right on their doorstep, as though they stumbled across it almost by accident. We watch as they make their way back to the death house and lose a few limbs as well as maybe some sanity. They eventually figure out how the Sun Sword works and try to take his beloved Kolyana to Vallaki. However, he sees at least one of them that could maybe be spoken to, could maybe be reasoned with. Maybe he could plant his seed into one of the, not that kind of seed, I knew as soon as I said it, plant a seed into the group.
This is the wrong group to do that with.
I knew as soon as I said it.
Sorry.
As soon as I said it, I was like,
I was like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I was like, oh.
plant the seeds of corruption. Although, who knows? Let's see how the campaign goes. Sophie betrays her party slightly, giving up Kolyana in a hope to try and save Shuri from the terrible werewolf bite that she received. Gives Sophie a mission. Find out what's going on at the toy maker. Kill a man in the village of Vallaki. However, when presented with one of his followers and the opportunity to do exactly that, the party didn't act on it. Strahd grows tired of his playthings and decides that perhaps there will be more fun, less as devices in his machinations, but maybe more as running a gauntlet of types. Sophie, you still sit in that same cell.
I've been moved?
The one where you had the blood poured on your head and...
Oh. Okay.
In Strahd's castle, of course. Where else? And you can hear him playing the organ from a room nearby. Is there anything you'd like to do?
I'm assuming the door is shut.
Of course.
Do I have any of my belongings on me?
You are not truly here. Why not? Let's see what you can conjure.
I mean, how hard does I mean, most doors have locks. Most locks can be tinkered with and picked. And aside from poisoning herself, Sophie's usually pretty okay at it. So, if she has her there but not their thieves' tools, maybe she'll wait until it sounds like he's really in the middle of something and get up and try to pick the lock, if she has her tools.
Please roll me a lockpick check. Would you like to inspect the lock first?
Absolutely. Crap. No. Floor dice don't count, do they? I don't know. So far
floor
away.
Floor dice don't count. Never floor dice.
Alright, investigation? Right?
Investigation, yeah.
Alright, so that's, where's my, 18 total.
This is a regular lock.
No poison?
No poison.
Alright, continuing on with the, do you want me to do sleight of hand for a lockpick?
Usually, yeah, dexterity or sleight of hand, or,
Cool. 16 with my 7 on sleight of hand.
Ooh, okay, so the lock springs open in your hands. You are deft at this. Sometimes.
Alright.
The door opens onto a courtyard. Not a courtyard, a corridor. Begins with a C, though.
Are there any other cells in this corridor? Like, she kind of sticks her head out, looks left and right, down, up and down the hallway, before she steps out.
now that you look, it's not actually a cell. This is merely a cage propped against a wall.
In a hole? Okay. Are there any other cages?
No. This is one.
Alright. Which way can she determine which way the music is coming from? Like, is there only one end? Like, does the hallway kind of end, or is there like two doors?
So, where you can hear, it seems almost like this is an archer's post where you are. This corridor is only an access point inwards, and only the music comes from that direction.
Shit. All right. She'll make her way up to the door, and investigate this door as well to make sure it's not going to eat her, or see if it is also locked.
The door is not locked. You may pass through.
Okay. She'll creak it open.
As you-
Did the music actually stop, or did he stop playing?
The music just
She'll-
stopped. I didn't do that intentionally. So, you find, again, another corridor. This leads down, except it leads to a set of stairs. It would seem that the sound is coming through the wall, not actually coming down the corridor.
Okay. She will walk against the opposite wall of the sound down the stairs then. And she would like to do this as quietly as possible.
Of course.
Looking over her shoulder around every now and then, making sure no one's behind her or like above her, because it's Barovia. Why would someone just be on the ceiling crawling? Who knows? At her own feet, like, who knows?
I believe there was a moment last season as well where you suddenly stared at the ceiling.
There are things in the floorboards. They're there. We've seen them.
The stairway overlooks a room. It overlooks another corridor, another hallway, which leads to a spot you recognise, the dining hall, where you knew the illusion of Strahd to play the last time you visited. However, the stairs do not stop here, they carry on up.
So, would she have to like jump down to the dining hall?
You can, if that's what you would like to do. It's an option.
Well, my thinking is she knows the layout. She knows how to get from the dining hall to the door because she's done that. How far is the drop?
We will say 1 story.
I'm a little girl. I think she's desperate. I think she'd do it. Or she'd at least like climb over the railing and like hang herself as far down as she could before like letting go.
If you would like to try and climb down the stones, it will be an athletics check. The athletics check will be DC 18. If you would like to try and jump down and break your fall using your skills as a tumbler or acrobatics, that would be DC 16.
My athletics is -1, so what could possibly go wrong? Oh my god. A lot could go wrong. That is a 6 total.
Ooh. On a 6, you land heavily on the floor.
Oh.
You hear the loud crack of a bone in your leg.
Which leg? Can I determine what part of my leg?
You can roll which part of your leg.
Okay.
You may decide
What do
odds
you
or
want me to
even,
roll?
which one? It's up to you.
Odds or even? Do you just want me to roll d20 and then odd or even?
Yeah, odds or even, which left or right, it's up to you. What determines what?
Left. Even, it's a 4. So we're left.
Left even, your left leg breaks.
Oh.
Or maybe it doesn't break. It's difficult to tell without actually looking at it, but you hear a loud crack. Your ankle, your lower leg, they both really hurt.
Okay, I think, she's gonna cover her mouth so she doesn't yell in pain.
Make me a
Just kind of-
constitution check, please.
Oh
Save.
crap. Okay. Where's my con? That's so bad. 13.
13 is enough that you give a stifled cry.
Okay. Got it. Alright. So just kind of let that pain go through her for a second. Say some curses and halfling and just shit.
As that moment passes, you see the dining hall doors slowly open. Almost looks welcoming.
She wants to scramble under the dining room table and stealth. Like crawl on all fours.
Okay, do you feel as though you could do this without disadvantage of your leg as it is?
I feel like she could, like, if she had to, she could, like, almost like army crawl underneath with just her arms.
Okay.
And kind of, like, drag her left leg.
It will be a regular stealth check then, please.
Okay. 17 plus 5.
You manage to sneak your way under the table.
Alright.
As you go in, once again, you can see Strahd at the organ.
She's just gonna, underneath the table, just cover her mouth and her breathing, try to ignore the pain in her leg, and just, like, watch him, I guess? And how far away is he from the door?
He's at the other end of the room.
Is his back to her, by chance?
He's playing the organ.
Okay. Alright, so she'll like crawl to the very edge of the table, and then I think, even though she wants to run, I think she's gonna continue to try to be quiet about this and go towards the door. Whether that involves still army crawling, whether that involves like getting up on like all fours and kind of just like dragging her other leg and just
The
I don't know.
floor starts to feel a little sticky.
Does it like look like can she like look down and see if there's anything there?
Strange, you know this is solid stone, but your hand touches it as though it's mud.
Is there like a resistance? Can she pull her hand off of it?
As you pull your hand out, some of the mud comes with you.
Oh, okay. So she's gonna start trying to move a little bit quicker then?
It starts
Maybe, like-
working its way up your arms
Oh, no.
and around your legs.
Oh. No. Can she try to like pull, like fight against it?
Sure, of course you can.
Yes! I have a -1 strength, but come on. Maybe a miracle. 9. It's just a 9.
The stone solidifies for a moment and then becomes soft. You are being held by the land. You are being held by Strahd. He smiles at you. So with opportunity, you unlock the cage but don't try to run away. He's
That was kind
holding you now.
Oh, what? He picked me up?
No, as in you're on the
Wait.
ground. He's below you, holding you.
Ew. You know, she's gonna spit on his face.
The spit stops in midair. Neither of us are truly here, Sophie. You are in my kingdom now.
Screw you, man.
Enjoyably. And we will pan across to Valaki. How is everyone over in Valaki?
Oh, Alice is like over here, like, nope.
Golly. Bob is probably like, how instant has this been? Is literally Sophie just dropped limply, like right now. Or
Yeah,
has this
Sophie. It's just like Sophie's fainted.
Yeah, Bob is holding her, like she's gonna be like, Sophie, 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 just shaking this like halfling.
There is no response from your beloved Sophie.
Oh,
Kid!
she must have been really tired.
And Suri's gonna start like going, Sophie, you know, like just like smacking her face a little bit, like Sophie.
It's like Sophie is somewhere else altogether. No amount of trying will wake her.
Sophie, somebody's taking your sweet rolls.
What if we just dump a bucket of water over her head? I could throw her in the trough outside.
Tell me, are you casting that, Kelly, or are you just clicking it to check?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to be clicking things. I was just looking at what I had.
That's fine. That's fine. I was just wondering.
Can Talia Arcana investigate the situation
You can
to see?
always ask questions. Why not? Why don't you roll me one of those checks?
Okay. I'm not really good at either of these things, but this seems more thematically appropriate.
On a 17, you can indeed tell that Sophie is under some sort of curse or affliction.
I mean, I could just dunk her in the water and see what happens. Maybe
Like a baptism, let's do it.
I could just hold her upside down. Is there a trough, like outside anywhere or anything?
Sure, why not?
Think of all the weird stuff falling out of her pockets when you hold her upside down.
Okay, let's. And like,
Suri will just be like under, like, oh,
yeah, as Bob is saying. Okay, so.
Hide that one. Hide that one. Oh, no one wants to see that one. That's R18. That breaks Twitch to OS.
I swear this game gets more extra every week we play this. And Bob is holding like Sophie by the face, like, okay, wakey wakey. And he just dunks Sophie and holds her in the like trough briefly. Like, Sophie. Like he's holding her. Nothing is happening.
And Talia's it's gonna take some Bob to put her down because she doesn't want her to drown her.
Oh, but, like, and he's sort of
No,
like,
she can breathe for a long time. Give her 5 more minutes.
No, guys, no, put the halfling down.
and Bob just goes
Down in the water. I'm sure you move her.
And Talia's gonna pick her up and put her very gently on the ground.
this is karma for the times that we
Is
did
her
this.
leg
to Suri.
broken?
the amount of time Siri got used as like a float. It's she's not waking up. I don't understand. Did she drink that much?
I mean, she normally can handle her drink.
Sophie.
Sophie sits up, but the voice that comes from her throat is not her own.
Oh, Mother of Palor.
Oh no, I know what Bob's reaction's gonna be. Okay, carry on.
I tire of your petty games. You have 12 nights.
Suri's gonna pull out your calendar.
Once again. I said, and like Bob will kneel down and get really close to Sophie's face, and Holly goes, Strahd, why do you wear a halfling girl's body? Do you not
Sophie,
feel confident enough to come face us on your own?
Sophie, you are back. In
Yeah,
this
Bob
moment
is here.
with Bob here.
Bob's like right there.
Yes.
The great thing about this page of the calendar.
Bob. So the last thing she saw was Strahd, so she sees Bob. I think instinctually she gets really scared and just goes, ah! Just
Bob was going to do that to you, so it's like you did.
They just slap each other.
So just maybe not like a hard slap, just a little.
As you slap him, he shakes his head, and you see it go from orc to backseat to change it back to tabaxi again. He's like, "What was that for?" Is it
Bob?
Strahd? Like, as he sort of like raises
She's gonna grab Bob's face and go and just kind of like mush the fur around. Are you real?
Are you? As he sort of backs up a little bit.
Sir, Talia, you guys! Oh my God! Oh, wait, is this real? Is this real? Is this real? And she's just gonna start like stretching off her face and like pinching her
You're
skin.
also really wet. Like, you're soaking wet right now.
What happened?
We tried to wake you up.
You clearly drank too much.
No. I was in. I woke up. I don't know. I opened my eyes and then there was Strahd and he was being a huge dick, like monstrous dick, like not even. Oh God! And he was like threatening me, and then he was like trying to make me drink blood. He had it in a goblet and he was like, drink it, and I was like, no. And then he poured it on my head. Probably blood in my hair. No, anyways, he poured it on my head. And then he put me in a cell. He put me in a cage, like worse than the tiger one. It was really crappy. And then I got out and I jumped and I off a stairwell and I broke my leg. Is my leg broken? She's gonna look at her leg.
Your leg's fine. It's just fine.
Okay. It's not. I broke my leg and then he was there and I went under the table and he like was on the ground and he grabbed me and I spit on him. And then you were, and then
You spit on Strahd.
yeah, or I tried.
Good girl, you're learning.
I always knew you had the biggest balls of the two.
I don't understand why any of this seems like a good idea. To be spitting on the evil guy. Wait, what else did he say to you? Did he tell you the 12 days thing?
12 days?
Yeah, well, so after we tried to wake you up, you sat up and you started speaking to us, but it wasn't you. It was Strahd voice coming out of your face, and he told us we had 12. Yeah, like the ghost kid did to Suri.
Oh, I feel so nasty.
And he told us we had 12 days for something, and I don't. Last time we got a timeline, things got real rough in a hurry.
No, he didn't mention anything like that. He just told me how disappointed he was in me and all that jazz, but I don't.
Oh, I hate when people say the disappointed thing. It's worse than the anger. Always worse.
Especially when it comes from a giant vampire demon lord piece of crap.
Well, that definitely adds to it.
I'm so sorry, you guys. This is all my fault. This is 100% all my fault. I just wanted my sister to be okay, and now look what I've gotten all of you into.
It is your fault, but
That's why I said it. You don't have to rub it in. I already.
I'm not rubbing it in. I genuinely, it is your fault. But
That's called rubbing it. You know, when someone says they admit something and then you like re-admit it, that's called rubbing it in, Bob.
Oh.
It's not all
Yeah,
Sophie's
keep
fault.
up.
I'm the reason we're here in the first place.
Whatever happened, we're all trying to fix it, and that's what matters. You did it to save Shuri's life. I probably would have done it to save Talia's. And now probably all of you. So stop moaning, and can we please go sort out this problem of the weirdy guy that is up in the castle?
I'd like that.
Yeah.
Then we can go home.
Anyone have any water? I just feel like I need to like clean out like my whole I feel disgusting.
Or points at the trough.
There's a little mud on your
never mind.
elbow, Sophie.
Is it? Oh, she's gonna
You can tell.
kind of wipe it off and flick it really angry at the ground, and she's gonna flip it off.
Will Suri have noticed that?
The mud thing? She just looked at gross and flicks it.
Oh, okay.
It was
So-
a very big gesture.
I just wasn't sure if there was meaning to the mud.
Oh, yeah, but when I was under his table and I jumped off the stairs, I went under the table and the ground like turned into this disgusting slimy mud. But then it was him, and he was like holding on to me, and he's right there.
But you weren't actually there.
But apparently there's mud on me, so that's something gross. There's got to be some part of me that was there enough to bring something back.
I hate Gorovia.
Yeah, you're telling me.
I always thought that this was going to be fun. How wrong I was.
And Bob's like looking over at Siri like,
You're just coming to this revelation now. After, you know, all of the shit that going down.
especially what happened with Siri. Like you're like, actually, I'm not about this.
She's a bit more a werewolf and had a lot of shit go on, and it's only now. It's like, you know what?
I'm done now.
I'm done.
Well, what are you all going to do? You're still in the village of Valaki.
Would you want
Okay, guys,
Okay.
let's regroup, okay? Let's just take a minute and take some deep breaths. Yeah. Positives.
I don't feel better.
I don't really either. So,
Bob is still going. Like,
so we have 12 days to get the hell out of Dodge.
we're all still alive.
Positives, positive thinking. We haven't lost any more limbs.
I am very positive that we have not lost any more limbs.
Um,
I don't have fleas.
That's a plus.
Like Bob's just really like trying to find something that's good.
You're really good at deep breathing.
That is definitely a plus.
Like the best of all of us, I think. That's weird.
Talia taught me.
Oh.
Do you breathe off?
Good one.
Do you breathe off?
Deep breathe off.
You hear
so,
cries from the west.
like, children? Because then we might be
God,
going east.
Kelly, dark. No, general.
Okay, it's always children here, okay? Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
like hang on a minute.
What age are these cries?
Fine. Last time children cried, we made some big mistakes.
Yeah, like, I need
It's-
a 5-year time slot to be told it.
Cries of alarm.
Of alarm?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Taya's gonna look at everyone and she's gonna be like, well, we wanted to know what to do next. And I feel like that was a sign. These
Holy
things happen for a
scream.
reason.
You want to go towards the sound?
We need more information about Strahd to get out of here. Strahd is often related to trouble, so we have to find trouble to find our way out.
And Bob just goes, okay. And he'll start walking just in that direction.
Izek goes running past you. Izek Strasny, the man you were marked to kill.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Like, Bob,
grab him,
like,
Also, like
grab
the
him.
guard captain.
What the hell?
Remember?
Where they go?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's the not so nice one to me.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm grabbing
Yeah.
him. I'm grabbing this guy.
Well,
Grab
he's
him.
also maybe my cousin.
What is it?
And he's
He's like, Bob grabs him. He's like, why are you in such a rush?
Because there are cries of alarm.
Of what?
Well, if I was there, I would tell you. He
Okay.
throws your arm off, like, let me be, I have guard duties to attend to. And starts.
God, duties.
Let's follow him.
Asshole. That is Bob's like.
I feel like we've got two of our problems going that way, so we should follow him.
go.
You sit here, Bob mumbling under his breath as he sort of starts running after this guy.
As you get closer, it's not long until you can start hearing the people who have already seen discussing. Corpses, corpses, there's corpses over by the west entrance, just corpses just on the ground.
Do you think they're the ones we dug up?
No, wait, you didn't put those back?
Yes, but you could have disturbed something. I don't know. This is Barovia. Anything can happen.
Listen, it's not my fault that I found out I was really good at something, alright?
You played with the arm.
Wait, okay, I didn't play with it. You played with bad!
You waved at me with it. But they were made of wood. They were too. I really missed my best.
Kind of missed the arm.
On the positive side, that's another thing that's going really well for us. We know we're really good at digging.
Great, I can
hole.
dig my own grave when Strahd kills me.
There we go. That's the positive. And Bob starts slapping Sophie on the back. Now, should we go find out?
And Talia's gonna wander off towards the bodies.
Actually, there's a large crowd around them, and guards are sort of creating a cordon. Izek stands on a plinth and says, "Okay, these bodies, they must be some sort of sign that we are not doing enough to keep their happiness at full, at the highest level of happiness."
Wow, the sign of Schwarzenegger right here.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I don't know how it happened, but it happened.
I recognize you, man.
That's my favorite part.
Get to the chopper.
My favorite barbarian.
What's a chopper?
Listen, all of you.
Like a block.
Chopping block.
If you see anyone who is not being even slightly happy, let me know, and we will put them in. We will put them in the stockade immediately. If you know of any outlanders who have been causing trouble recently, gather them.
Guys, I think they're talking about us.
Okay, just keep smiling.
Bob's smile is like baring teeth. It's like. Not
Very
really.
much to Michael Wayne, who donates 1 HP to Siri and 1 HP to Talia. That goes in your temporary HP pools.
Yay!
Can we see any of these bodies around? Or...
Let the bodies hit the floor.
There are bodies, yes. You can see them.
Like on the ground dead or walking around?
They're on the ground.
Okay.
Can we see who they are? Do they have any distinctive clothing or personal features?
I think in the NPC token pack, these would be the serving wench, the straggled villager, and yeah.
There's a farm boy, a baker.
Yep. Just
Got it. How many of them? Can we tell?
there is a small pile.
Okay.
Can we see any blood?
Oh yeah.
Why don't you make
What
me
can do-
a check of some sort?
Is it some Dexter Morgan stuff?
Can I
Are they
make a
burned?
medicine check to see if I notice any way that these people might have died?
If you would like to perform a medicine check on these bodies, you will need to get closer past the guard cordon.
Bob can step forward to help this.
That seems like a bad idea, seeing as they just said to look out for people making trouble. I'll just do a general investigation to see what I can see from here.
Sure, give me that. On a 10, they look a bit pale, but it's difficult to say whether they are or are not bloody.
Excuse me, Mr. Guard Captain. Yeah, you. Hello. Like, is it
Yes,
like
I
Bob?
see you.
Hi.
You who were in the stockade yesterday, and today we have a pile of corpses.
Yes, but I was over there. How did they die?
You immediately hear about 20 villagers just speak up. Some say they fell from the sky, others say they came out of the ground. People claim all sorts of outlandish things, but no one can say how they died, just that they were dead. We are looking into it.
Well, wait. They all, like, some of them came from the sky, some came from the ground, or they all came from the ground, all came from the sky. Like,
It's rabble. Just hearing snippets, not like questioning anyone
And
specifically.
since Bob has already engaged him, Talia's gonna go up and put on her nice face and be like, I have a great deal of practice and skill in medicine and medicinal arts and even some magic related diseases. Could I take a look and maybe I can help you? And can I actually try to like persuade him?
Yeah, of course you can.
I would assist, but I feel it might be negative if it's Bob.
Bob's like, yeah.
Bob's there just like,
This is the one thing I'm actually really good at that I
Yeah.
haven't done any of. So
On a 22, he's like, you are not even you. You are religious. Yes, I see the holy symbol.
yes,
Okay, you may investigate the bodies, but make it quick.
thank you. And she's gonna go up and now can I do a medicine check?
Yes, yes, you can.
And I'm gonna use my reroll on that
Okay.
Kay gave me. Come on. Yeah.
On a 19.
Thank you, chat.
On a 19, this body is completely drained of blood.
And she's gonna kind of quietly walk back to the group and she's gonna whisper to her actual buddies, like, I think that was Strahd food.
oh, so like so they like they're vampires?
I think they're dead.
Like dead vampires?
Okay, are we
and-
talking like dead, or like living dead, or the undead? There's many
What even
definitions. of
is dead here?
The Walking Dead, like
Exactly, it could be anything.
And I'm guessing the guard guy is waiting for her to come back over and say something to him.
Well,
Oh, wait,
what did you find?
Check for bites.
Oh yeah, they've been drained of blood. You can find that on the 19.
And she tells him well, it does look like they've been drained of all of their blood. They had the vampire pricks on their neck. And
How do you know what vampire pricks look like?
What
they have
the
big
fuck
sharp
is-
teeth. I'm guessing they look like these holes. It's a solid guess. I've seen Strahd, vampire, prick.
Literally.
You've seen Strahd?
No, I didn't actually say that.
So as he looks at you, perplexed for a moment, you hear cries to the north.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Cries of alarm and fear. And people begin running down away from the north road.
Is this happening everywhere?
Should we go
And
check?
Talia's gonna look at the guard, and she's gonna say, "Are you coming with us?" As she,
Yes, friend, are you coming with us? Like, as he sort of bares his teeth.
yes,
really
but I
like
will have to leave some of my men here.
Well, come on then.
And Talia's gonna start walking towards the north end of town to see if it's the same thing.
We all do like a brisk jog.
Yeah, you can all jog together.
Not really a walk, like a purposeful.
The halflings are just
Stride.
running to keep up with the two tall people. Sophie's grabbing her sister's arm, like, "Come on!"
There is a figure striding down from the North Road with a long gleaming sword that now drips with blood as there are a few people behind them. Their rusty chainmail looks old and dilapidated, as does the skin that hangs from their jaw as their teeth rattle against their top palate. This is some sort of undead creature.
Bob can't help but put out like his arms in front of all of them and then draw his rapier.
Please don't close my. I don't want to get clotheslined by Bob. Oh God. No,
Bob
Sophie will stop.
Look and call out to me. Hello?
How close is it?
It's striding down the highway, so however you would like, you can engage it at any distance you like.
Do we clearly know it's undead?
Oh, it's very obvious that it's undead. It looks like
Wait,
it's just torn itself from a grave. The chainmail covers like hanging bits of muscle and bone. There's a little scrap of skin that's hanging from its jaw, more like leather than skin.
And
Go on, Kelly.
and Talia's gonna dig deep for that little spark of God touched and turn undead. Because I can do that once a day.
You may, in fact, do that. However, it has no effect on this creature.
What?
It's not that you don't feel the power from your god. You haven't broken your oath. It's more that this creature is able to resist it, or perhaps has some sort of turn immunity.
That's not good.
Bob will not walk towards it, but take a few steps forward and be like, hello. And sort of just try and call out to it.
And Talia's gonna grab Bob by the shoulder.
No, Tali, it's fine, it's okay.
It's not fine.
That thing is gonna eat your face.
It's not, it's fine. I'm not tasty.
It turns its glare at you, looking vengeful. Please make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
So
Out
mad.
loud.
He's so mad. Wait, does it have eyeballs? If it's
20. Bob's like, what? Don't stare at me like that. What is this?
For a moment,
Stop.
you feel as though that stare might have frozen you in your tracks. You have to dig deep to find the resolve to not be paralyzed by that stare, but you are not.
It's like that heavy gulp of. I said hello.
It strides towards you.
You know, you should reply when someone talks to you.
It's only polite.
What's the happening?
Oh, you're gross.
I don't
Oh,
like
no.
it. And like Bob
No,
will
that thing
draw
gotta die.
his rapier and just.
Nope.
How close is it?
You can get in range of it if you like.
Yeah. I think
like
Bob's
a
like, no, and just sort of go up to
Looks
it
like
and
we
try
got a
and
new friend.
swing at it.
Can everyone please roll me some initiative?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, no.
I got a nat one.
8 total.
So, on first impression, we thought you weren't paralyzed, but actually,
Actually, though.
so, everyone joining in?
Yep.
Oh, I'll put my.
Looks like
Sorry.
we got
Yeah,
a
I'll
new
type mine in.
friend.
Talia would not be letting Bob wander towards the gaping maw of death alone.
Okay, so Talia, you have the initiative.
Talia's gonna cast Protection from Evil and Good on Bob.
You can indeed. Disadvantage on attack rolls. Cool. Fantastic. Thank you. Next in the turn order is Shuri. However, Sophie, I ask you, what is your dexterity modifier?
3.
Lovely. Shuri.
My dex modifier?
No, it's your turn. Sorry.
Okay. How far away is this person?
We'll say it's within short range. You can get there within 30 feet.
And what kind of terrain exactly are we surrounded by right now?
A pathway between the houses or highway for carriages. There's a few corpses
So it's pretty
around.
like flat ground, no real. And this thing looks like it's alive but dead.
Oh yeah.
I would like to also play alive but dead.
What? What? Are you doing what I think you're doing?
Are you doing a shot?
Yeah, I think we're Shaun of the Deading it.
Is that opossuming it? I don't know which one you're...
Oh my god.
I would like to take.
a performance, I guess.
Okay. I would just,
Everyone
grab the blood from the corpses that are already around, and just like.
Yeah, of course.
All right, the whole thing, the whole shebang. Okay. Would a 14 do it?
A 14, we'll find out, I guess. You cover yourself in blood and we'll see how it goes. Is there anything else that you'd
I'll
like to do
also
on
stop.
Go on.
I'll just also start making that like sound it was making.
Bob is looking at you like...
Are you
As
standing
is-
next to Sophie still? Oh, sorry.
No, as is
I think
Zek,
so.
who came with you.
Just, what are you doing?
Become one with the dead.
Yeah, you will when they kill us.
But I'll be living.
I will explain to you why that's wrong after this.
Blah.
Damn it.
Fantastic. Next is, in fact, Izek, who I did not forget out the turn order at all. Izek looks at you, Siri, horrified, looks towards the creature, and he's going to run towards the creature and try and stab at it with his sword. Not sword, battle axe. However, he is unable to hit the creature. Oh no, one of them hits, sorry. One of them hits. He swings his blade deep into this person's chainmail armor. The creature regards him. And Sophie, it's your turn.
So there's just one creature, right? That one guy?
Mhm.
Okay. Does he look solid? Because I know he's sort of he's got some stuff coming off of him. Does he look solid enough where like an arrow won't just go through his ribcage kind of thing?
He looks like he might be somewhat resistant to that type of damage.
All right.
But to be honest, he looks like he might be resistant to a lot of types of damage.
She's gonna give something a shot and cast magic missile.
Hey.
Yes. Why not? So I
Looks like we
believe
got a nerf
do I have
friend.
to
welcome in Laugh Love Lindy and your raiders. Oh, hi everyone. Take a seat. We're starting the new season.
Do I have to roll for this one to hit?
No.
don't think so.
Magic missile automatically hits. You just roll the damage. It's 1d4 plus 1 per bolt. I believe at first
Alright.
level it's free.
3 volts. So the first one was a 3,
Welcome
One
to the academy. Please
and a
take your
2.
seats.
3, 1, 2 plus 3. 9.
All right.
You do 9 points of damage to this creature.
Sweet.
And its head turns to regard you instead.
She's gonna say, "Yeah, that's right. That's right, Ugly. You like that? You want some more?"
Next is the Revenant. The Revenant steps away from Izek. Izek takes a opportunity attack, which hits, doing yet more damage, but the creature ignores him. As it moves towards Sophie. Who will it have to pass to get to Sophie?
Probably Bob, because
Probably Bob and Talia. 'Cause
Yeah.
Talia had to be touching Bob to cast that spell.
You may both have opportunity attacks as he passes you by.
yeah, I think seeing it go for Sophie, Bob probably snaps out of it, and he is gonna swing round as it passes him with his crossbow, and does nothing.
No, attack goes wide, I'm afraid. Talia,
Aw.
unfortunately,
Talia-
your attack also goes wide as he just sort of slips around your blades. Sophie, the first attack from this great sword comes at you. Does a 10 hit you?
Nope.
How about a 24?
Absolutely.
In which case,
You're just in time. Quick, get my
Actually-
bench.
thank you, Michael Wayne, for gifting a sub to Laugh Love Lindy. Lindy, you have a reroll to grant to any player of your choice. Very similar to Izek, which is nice. Please take 14 slashing damage from the sword.
Okay. Wonderful.
And that will be the end of his turn. Bob.
Bob is just gonna try and fire again, just like, oh, for God, as he sort of fumbles over this crossbow. Fires again, the 23,
That will hit.
10 piercing damage.
Yes, that does hit. The creature still isn't looking too bothered by you.
Well, we should have ran.
Hey, we've got some luck coming in. Or, well, luck in Call of Cthulhu, and this is HP. I think Space Pirate Games and Kent Weaves both adding luck. Who to, guys? HP for Sophie. You get 1 temporary HP, Sophie.
But that doesn't heal me, right? That's just like.
No, that's just temporary HP. It just
crap,
soaks
okay.
up some of the damage you get. And hey, we hit 12 followers, which means you get another trinket. I haven't rolled any trinkets yet. We'll do it after the damage, after the battle.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna... decisions are hard. Okay, I'm just gonna swing at it. 19.
A 19 will hit.
Really? I could have done a lot more damage than that.
The creature's gaze continues to focus on Sophie. Suri, it hasn't attacked you. Your plan's working.
All right. So, Suri's gonna start. Like, who's the closest person to her at this point?
Well, it's up to you entirely. Having covered yourself in blood, you probably ran over to a corpse. So,
Okay. So, okay. Hey, party. Who would have stuck around me considering I'm covered in dead people blood? All right. And so Suri's gonna just start like dabbing Sophie with the blood of like an arm. She's gonna start dabbing an arm over her.
While my own blood is already gushing out of whatever orifice got slashed open.
You need that blood. You need that blood.
Stop. She's like there with 5 HP, just like
Trying to fight this great creature, being splattered with blood. God
like
damn
half
it.
dead. Stop it. She's just gonna start crying.
Just repeat after me.
Shut up! Coughs up some blood.
Izek charges up behind this creature and attacks it twice. One of the attacks even hits. And he deals a large amount of damage to the creature, but the creature still focuses on Sophie.
I did nothing.
I just dabbed him with a dead arm.
It was a valiant attempt. Sophie, what do you do on your turn?
How close is it to me?
In melee range.
Oh gosh, okay. But I have an ally next to me, so I'm gonna hit it. With my short sword.
Please do.
Alright. Come on, hit. It's an 8.
Unfortunately, an 8 does not hit.
I figured as much. Alright, she attempts, but you know,
She's covered in
assuming
blood.
she got- you know, she's covered in blood. She's got a giant slash, so she goes to like swing, and the pain from whatever wound she has, she just kind of like doubles over and isn't able to. But can she try to like move away, like move back away? from
Funnily
the top?
enough, rogues get disengage as a bonus action.
That is right. She's gonna disengage. I forgot about that. It's been a while since I played rogue. She's gonna disengage. And is disengage? How much movement is that away? That
You can move your full movement, I believe.
she's gonna move at 25 feet away from this guy. Like get away from his giant sword.
The creature is slower than you. So on its turn, it starts walking again. I guess Bob stayed at range because they were using their crossbow. Talia, you moved into melee, so you would get an opportunity attack. Suri, if you want to give up your ruse, although the creature hasn't attacked you yet, you would also get an opportunity attack, and Izek will also get an opportunity attack.
So I'm gonna swing, and I actually realized that we have to check the die rolls on my greatsword swings because I have great weapon fighting. So on a 1 or a 2, I'm supposed to be able to re-roll for higher damage, which I would have done last time.
Okay. Cool. I'll let you track that if that's cool.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna hit him anyway.
Izek also swings and misses.
Instead of attacking, can I do like the tap on the shoulder and point over there?
The creature doesn't seem to pay any heed as you tug
Like-
on it. One could say it's got the determination of the dead.
It's just these two going backwards and forwards, like hissing at each other.
Bob,
So-
it is your turn next.
Yeah, Bob just is for a brief moment watching Suri and this thing backwards and forwards, and he's like, and pulls out his crossbow again and just tries to fire once again.
Please do.
I got a 9 again.
A 9 will not hit, I'm afraid.
I'm so bad at firing today.
He's just so distracted.
So confused by what the hell Suri is doing. He's like,
There's method to the madness.
which one is it? It's so good.
Thank you very much, Dr. Marsh, who also donates some HP. If we don't hear from you in the next couple of minutes, Dr. Marshy, we'll assume that's for Sophie. I just typed "Oh hi, Dr. Marshy" in the thing rather than actually anything of import. But still, Talia, it comes round to you after Bob.
Let's try this again. 21.
21 hits. Thank you, Adam12, for the donation, 500 biddies. Welcome. For 500 biddies, you can give someone a d6 to add to any dice roll. Your 21 hits. The 9 also hits.
I get to re-roll one of those.
Sure.
Which is the same. It's still a 9.
Yep, so it's still a 9. The creature takes a lot more damage and starts to not necessarily look at you, Talia, but starts to turn away from Sophie. Siri.
How weak is this thing looking now, or not really?
It's starting to maybe be concerned.
Okay. I would like to try and convince it that it's already dead. It doesn't need to die again. With dialogue.
I think. No. Can you please give me a performance check?
Yeah.
Bob is still confused.
Would an 18 do it?
On an 18, the creature starts focusing on you. It looks at you, utterly confused.
It's something.
Bob's like, don't play with it, Shuri. Just shoot it.
Stop playing with your not food.
Yeah. Sorry, stop playing with the undead.
We've been doing a lot of that between the waving limbs at people.
Izek rushes up and hits the creature twice, doing a significant amount of damage. In fact, the creature loses one of its arms, and the creature starts to turn and focus on Izek.
2 birds, 1 stone.
The turn order goes to Sophie. How's Sophie doing? How's Sophie feeling over there?
She's bleeding a lot. She's in a ton of pain. She's like seeing double and tunnel vision at the same time. And all she sees is her sister over there, who she taught to fight, and she's not fighting. And she's like, damn it, Siri, if you don't use that stupid crossbow I carved for you, I'm gonna shove the arm in your pillowcase. Damn it. She's gonna pull out her crossbow and shoot at the thing from like all the way across the fucking map. Just shoot it. She's so frustrated. I rolled a 19 plus 5 to hit.
Katie Faye, welcome in, Raiders. Oh, hi, everyone. Join us in our frustration. A 19 will hit Sophie.
No. So, 1d6 plus 3, and I rolled a 4, so 7 damage. She's like holding her side, like trying to balance the crossbow, like on her knee, like just blood.
So next is the Revenant. The Revenant regards Siri for a second and merely turns to bludgeon Izek with their fist, not really giving them much attention, but just striking at Izek. They get 2 strikes anyway. The second strike hits, dealing a piss poor amount of damage, as they are mostly focused on you, Siri.
Oh, that's on me.
Bob. Bob.
Yeah, Bob is sort of like, after shouting at Siri to stop playing with the undead, he's going to walk over there with his rapier, and for the love of God, please hit something, Bob. 13. Does that hit?
A 13 just hits.
Oh, thank God.
You're a pretty crappy bodyguard, Bob.
Seven, I know, hey, you're all alive.
That is true.
So, yes, thank you. We've tracked the D6 now for Talia. I haven't heard anything, so I assume that your HP also goes, Sophie, so you can gain another one from Dr. Marshy. That's all temporary HP. Bob, that hits. Don't you get sneak attack as well?
Means I can hit again, right?
No, you get, what level are you? 2d6 worth of damage?
Okay. An 8.
Okay, so...
It's a 15.
Thank you. This creature is just soaking up hits. All of you are hitting this thing, and it doesn't seem to be dying as much. Things are starting to fall off it. It's starting to look more ragged than it was a second ago. But, yeah, this is becoming more like hitting a pinata than a fight. Unless, of course, you are Suri. However, Talia is first in the initiative order. You're muted.
I can use my bonus action first, right?
You can, yeah.
So I'm going to cast that Searing Might, which adds an extra 1d6 of fire damage and sets the target on fire.
Sure.
And hopefully I hit.
Which weapon are you using?
My great sword.
Uh-huh.
Because last time there was talk about calling Strahd, so we're not going to do that. Yet. 15.
15 hits. Ooh, that is a solid amount of damage. And also your d6?
And... Yep. So 12 slashing damage, 5 fire damage, and it sets it on fire and it has to make saves.
As you set this thing alight, the acrid smell of the dead starts to fill your nose as it burns. Not like fresh flesh, which is, you know, sometimes even a tasty smell in a sickening kind of way. This is even worse, as it is spoilt. It smells like a rotten meal cooking. It looks severely damaged at this point. Siri, what are you up to? Many people are yelling at you.
I'm standing right there.
At this point, is it still on? It's still on fire.
It's still on fire, yeah. And now it's on fire. It's not paying so much attention to you. It's starting to turn towards Talia.
I would like to take my dagger and stab it in an eye. kind of giving up, like, all right. And as soon as, hopefully, she does stab it, she's going to take the eye off and like toss it, hoping that it still thinks that the sight is connect. She doesn't know biology. Anyway, she's going to toss the eye as if like, you know, like, oh no, your eyesight's over there. That's going to be confusing.
Let's have the attack roll first and see how it goes.
Okay. That'd be a 15?
I'll hit.
Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna stab it in its eye and then toss its eye and then tell it to go and look and find its eye.
Certainly, you can do all of that. It mainly is concerned with being on fire. But you can certainly do that. What is the damage on your dagger?
I do believe that's a 1d4 or 1d6, 1d4, 1d6.
1d4 usually for a dagger, unless you have any sort of special ability, or a special
Yeah, no.
dagger.
1d.
But also your sneak attack as well, which would be an extra 2d6.
Ooh. Okay, 2d6, and 1d4. 13.
This thing's starting to look bad. It's
Starting?
It's starting to look real bad. You know, like its legs off at this point. Like as you pull its eye out, one of its legs falls off.
And it's on fire.
And it's on fire. And yes, I can see you, Bob. Izek is still just hacking at it like a woodsman, hoping to get some sort of response. One of those will hit.
Bob's having flashbacks because yeah.
Next is Sophie.
So, they're Bob and Suri. Well, there's actually like all three of them are near it, right? So do I get my sneak attack for an arrow shot on this guy?
Yeah, you can get a sneak attack for an arrow shot.
Cool, because she's not gonna get any closer. She refuses, not with all the blood gushing out of her body. So 13 plus my 5 for my short bow.
That'll hit.
Cool. And so that's the 1d6. That was a 5 plus 3, and then 2 more d6. 3 and another 5.
16.
Sorry, I make you do the math because I'm horrible at it.
That's okay. That's cool.
She stopped yelling. She saw Suri go up and like do something, so she stopped yelling because she's like getting really dizzy every time she yells.
That's fantastic as you sort of start swaying around. The Revenant swings at Talia.
It has to make a save first.
It does. What is the save again?
A con saving throw?
That is correct.
I guess.
And against what DC?
I don't know.
Should be your spellcasting DC for a paladin. Should
Probably.
be listed on your spell sheet.
14.
Matches the DC, so it's sort of the flames sort of pitter out, but not without doing a severe amount of damage to it first. It turns to you and raises that sword. Does a 10 hit you?
No.
How about 10?
No.
Bob, do something.
Yeah, Bob needs to do something. He's seen this. He's having a bit of a flashback when this thing's leg fell off. He's feeling a bit like choked up, but he will swing again. Where is it? I've lost it. There we go. On a 23, he's mad. And then I'll roll. Hang on. 2d6 on top of that.
Yeah, that's... How's this going to look as you finally bring this creature to its knees?
I think
It
Bob,
doesn't die as
because he's-
such, but you can dissect it.
Yeah, he's missed it so much, it's almost like a bit of a rage. He just swipes its feet from underneath it so that it falls down and then just chops its head off.
Fantastic. So there you go. The head rolls. Still.
And he runs up and boots it into a bush if he can.
Totally can. You are now out of combat. Despite the body still twitching and the head still making noise.
Sophie's just gonna like fall down on her back and like stare at the sky like.
And Talia's gonna run over to Sophie immediately.
Just like.
Ow. Whereas Bob is gonna go over to Suri and bend down like, you don't play with the undead. Okay.
I mean, we could have crossed really easily if we had just done my method.
But we weren't trying to cross, he was coming to us. I'll try your way in future, but when we're all getting attacked, don't play with it.
Sophie, I'm sorry for dabbing you.
I hate you right now, I don't want to talk to you. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Ah!
Make it too. I hope it hurts you as much as this hurts me.
Suri's now gonna lie on the ground just as dead as the like dead around her.
And Bob's like, I said don't play dead. Like, he's like...
And Talia's gonna cast Cure Wounds on Sophie.
Help me.
What about
Have
my
6
emotional scars?
Bob's like trying to straighten you, pick you up, and be like, okay, like dust you off.
As you can reach through, you can feel the power of your god coming to you, Talia, and channel it through to Sophie.
God. Okay. So is her wound like closed?
You
like,
get 6 points back.
Okay. What's the condition of her?
How much HP did you lose total?
What? 14? I only have 19 HP.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
But you have 11 now, so you're not doing so bad.
Well, with the temp HP, I tech. Oh no, I have 11.
So on 11, we'll say that you're sort of patched up, but not
Okay.
great.
I can't run. We'll just no more halfling jogging.
Don't you like my gifts, Sophie? You hear reverberate around your skull.
She's gonna like hit the side of her head. Shut up, dick. Strahd, don't worry about it. He's being an asshole. This guy just yells it.
Okay, come on, up we get, and Bob will probably just pick up Sophie if she's looking disgruntled.
She'll let Bob carry her, just like.
Come on, it'll be fine.
You get a D6, Sophie. To add to any roll from Adam to L. Thank you.
And can Talia kind of round on Isaac?
Yes.
And be like, clearly, I don't think we're the biggest troublemakers that your town seems to have.
Where
wasn't
are all
even
these
happy
things
about
coming
this.
from? We had no problems before you came. You should leave us.
Growling dog, sorry. And she's gonna say, we came here looking for answers and we're not going to leave without them, but I think you might be able to supply some of them.
You came here with a sick man that you abandoned.
Whose sister I think you might think about often. Am I right?
What are you talking about?
Bob is there, like, holding Sophie, like...
She's like, we know that you get dolls
And what of it? I am.
It's creepy, man. It's really creepy. You're creepy.
Yeah.
You just said you were speaking to Strahd in your head. You're creepy.
Yeah, but that's like normal kind of creepy. You're an adult male. I don't want to kink shame or anything, but that is just a little weird.
She might be cursed. You chose to go by those.
Mmm.
You're saying the dolls that I have made resemble someone you know?
Yes. The man we came with, his sister. We came here to protect her, but Strahd got to her first.
You mean to say you were protecting the woman I dream of? Who is the sister of the person that you brought here and abandoned?
Wait, do you dream of her, but you don't even know who she is?
Wait, you dream about a person and then you make dolls of them. Jeez, okay, and that's
God, you're gross, man.
Seriously, you're like one step away from being part of that, like how to make a serial killer novel I read
No, I
by
have-
Netflix. If you could know him.
a good author. I've seen that.
He's written many great things.
His new one in the bookshelf, Bandersnatch, is a little weird. I don't know about that one.
I haven't checked
Yeah,
that
but
out
the-
yet.
But I did enjoy his Black Mirror series overall.
I read that earlier today.
So many
Ah.
books in that one, though. So many books.
You said you have dreams about this woman?
Sorry, I'm like, okay, guys.
Okay,
Holly doesn't like that author.
Yes.
Don't you think that's a little odd?
Well, how else do I'm just trying to figure out who it is. I do not know who this person is.
How about you tell us about these dreams? And we'll give you some information of our own.
You may have. Roll me a persuasion. He's conflicted.
22.
I have all sorts of dreams. I was adopted. When they found me, I had been attacked by wolves. Often it is the forest I walk in my dreams, and she is often there waiting for me.
Is that it? You just go on walks?
Walks.
Yes, we walk. What of it?
Do you talk on these walks?
No. But there is peace. Peace I do not know in life.
There's piss?
Peace.
No,
Peace.
no, peace.
Oh.
Peace, Yuri.
Oh, okay. Starting to really worry about the Whew. Doll's piss. Oh, yeah, yeah. Still heading into an R. Kelly situation.
Who is this R. Kelly?
He was a popular bard in the 90th century.
Backup singer for some generic Martha J piece of crap. You know, they all sucked.
Okay, so let's move on. Izek, he's uncomfortable sharing this information with you, but he seems endeared towards Ismark, the man that you brought along. he suggests that he will go back and find the man. However, Sophie, you know that these things have been sent by a certain person.
Can I like whisper that to Bob? Relay that information? That my inklings of the impending doom of our dead friend, sort of. His keeper.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So she kind of like tugs on, like Bob's like shirt, not on like clothing, on like your on his hood, and just kind of like on like up on the ear. All right. So I'm pretty sure that dead thing is like a Strahd lackey kind of guy.
You want me to go get the head?
That's not a bad idea.
I mean, we could try to. I've got a bag. I could put it in a bag.
Just make sure there's nothing else in the bag.
Okay. It might be bitey. Hang on. He's like, I'll put you down for this. And he puts you down because he's not going to like balance like a biting. And he sort of puts you down and just probably to you just see him stroll off towards this bush. Put his hands in and be like, no. Like, sort of trying
Bob, what are you doing?
It's like, it's okay if it does like, oh no. It's sort of like,
just flick its nose. Stop that.
Haven't we done enough playing with the dead things?
I'm not playing with it. I'm trying to put it in a bag. And he shows
Why?
it. You know when like you put like your hand through a bag and pick it up.
You're picking it up like a giant dog.
I'm just picking it up and wrapping it, and I'm like, I got it, and it's like trying to keep hold of it.
You now have a revenant skull in your possession, still in its helmet.
Fantastic. And I put it in my rucksack after tying it in like a knot real tight.
Sure.
We can
Pick me
question...
back up.
Yeah, sorry. And he bends down and picks Sophie back up. I got it, so maybe we question it about Strahd later.
I don't know if it can talk.
Well, it can't
But-
be either now, can it?
If we have it, Strahd has one less creepy thing, maybe.
Well, it is in my rucksack.
And Talia's just gonna... I think she's actually going to facepalm at this.
But Talia, this could... And he sort of looks over at the guard and doesn't take his eyes off him and walks over to Talia and leans down to Talia's ear. It's like, we think this is something of Strahd, so that the guard can't hear.
Okay, so you can totally do that. What are we doing?
It's a great question.
What aren't we doing?
I think Talia wants... Talia's goal here is to bring Isaac to the side of the Jedi. So she knows that...
Are you going to draw your lightsaber?
No. I kind of have one, don't I? She's going to talk to him and just be like, look, I don't agree with how you're running the town, but I think that you believe you're doing the right thing. But you have to know that it's not enough to protect you from Strahd. And it's not enough to protect these people from Strahd. He can send things like this on a whim when he feels like it. And he wants people to kill you for these dreams that you're having. So maybe the choices that you're making right now aren't good enough.
I do not understand. Why would I be killed? Just for having a dream about a woman who brings me peace.
about a woman who also Strahd dreams about.
Shivers. If he wants, I guess he can have my dolls.
Okay, how many do you have?
I have a little gnome bastard building one every month.
Why?
How long?
Sometime. I do not keep count. I'm trying to make it
you
perfect.
have over a year's worth of dolls?
Maybe if I can replicate her in real life, then I will find the same peace awake as I do asleep.
But why so many?
Because they are never quite right.
We want to save her from Strahd. He has her.
I will help you.
Bob can't help but frown at this.
Not trust this guy either.
Come, we should head to his castle and storm it.
Oh yes, this little brigade of ours. No, you put me in stocks. What makes you think we can go and take over Strahd's castle in one?
Well, first we can head across the lake and find the Mad Mage.
Why are you
Thought
so
he was-
eager?
We were told to look for him.
He is often seen along the northern banks of the river.
Fine, but I don't like it.
I think what you should, and Talia's gonna. Do you know that one of the greatest things you can do to help us is to keep these people here safe? So that we don't have to worry about this town and worry about what's being done to the people here,
They
and we
are
can
safe.
focus on Strahd.
Safe and happy. It's mandatory.
Are you happy?
Yes, it's mandatory.
I don't think you know what true happiness is if you have to go to your dream world to feel peace.
Peace and happiness are not the same thing.
Yeah, but you're usually happy when you're at peace, so.
I'm
You can't
usually
force
happiest when I
happiness.
am fighting.
That's not that. God, he's
So is Strahd.
All right, so we obviously can't. I mean, as gung ho as you are on running up to his house and knocking on the door, we can't do that. So let's. You know where to find this weird lake wizard guy.
Yes. We can cross the lake, although it will be very dangerous. I recommend we walk around the forest instead.
Us in forests don't seem to do so well. We seem to end up with werewolves and children coming out from amongst the mist and a whole bunch of things.
What's wrong with going across the lake?
You don't disturb the water.
What's in the water?
I don't know.
How
Okay,
much
who told-
longer is it going to take us to go through the forest?
The forest, well, sailing across will maybe take us 3 or 4 hours. Walking would take us probably only one night's rest.
It's a full day.
Okay.
For 12.
We have to survive all 12 of them, though.
I mean, have you ever seen anything in the water? Or has anyone you know actually seen anything in the water?
There's
Or is this
only
like
one man who
It's-
goes out and regularly returns.
That weird fisherman, right?
Yes, you've heard
We
of
heard
him.
about him. Yeah. So why can't he take us across? Be like, I don't know, some kind of guide or something.
If you wish to go with him, but I will not travel with a crazy person. I am not getting in any boat.
Says the man who collects dolls. Got it.
That is not crazy. I am
It's a little crazy.
trying to find recompense for my shadowed past.
He's a regular old Geppetto over here.
Bluto, his name is Grogorov. Bluto Grogorov. He usually sets sail drunk.
Then that's who we go find. We can talk to him at least.
He will probably return this evening. He usually spends the whole day out on the lake.
Point me in the direction, and I will go.
Of what, the lake?
Wherever the fishermen may come in.
North, he will pull in at the jetty.
Okay. And he sort of looks to the other three. Do we go? We wait?
What time of day is it?
It's
Like
sort of mid-afternoon, I imagine. You guys did the market thing in the morning, then you had the tiger. Now we're sitting at... Yeah, it must be probably getting on to late afternoon.
Okay. Because Talia also has this note in her pocket from the church. And so she's just trying to think if there's time to deal with that and then find the guy to take.
There is always time.
And Talia's gonna.
Oh, your sound just randomly
And she's
cut
gonna
out.
say,
Oh,
I got it. She's gonna look at the group and say, well, if we have to wait until evening for him to come back, maybe we should see who gave me that note and that glove while we wait. What do you guys think?
Whatever you want. If it gets
Most
us
sensible.
out of here, then why not?
And she's gonna look at Isaac and ask, I received communications from your church in town. Is there anything... We've been in Barovia a long time now, and we know that things are not always what they seem. Are there any stories that you know of about your church before we go there?
No. Usually people crowd into the church at night for the promise of St. Andrew's protection. Father Lucian is a kind enough man. There is an old woman named Wilhelmina who is often around as well.
She turns to the group and she's like, at least I feel like if this church had a vampire in the basement, we would, somebody would have known about it by now.
No, quite the opposite. They have lost their basement dweller. They recently reported that someone has stolen the bones of St. Andral.
Oh, we don't have time for that. Ty's just like, focus.
Is there any way to, like, fly over the lake?
I could try throwing you. We did that last time. You weren't awake for it, but I did throw you.
Ah. Oh. Sorry, there's a dog that keeps on whimpering next to me.
Yeah, the village mongrel is simpering at Suri.
Where did that come from?
I don't even know. Where are you from?
It seems to be hungry.
It is his dinner time right in this hour.
You should feed it, says Izza.
I think I'll go do that.
So he's wandering off playing with the town dog.
Yeah, like, again, Bob is holding Sophie like, what? It's like Suri walks off with this dog.
They both turn around and just like, what the? What?
Especially with it's usually it's
I
dinner
raised
time.
her better than this.
Where did the dog come from? Is it Strahd? I'm suspicious of everything right now.
Talia's I guess she's just gonna look at everybody. She's like, okay. I mean, this sounds like the makings of a plan, which we didn't have, hour and a half ago.
So, where are we going? Do we want to go straight to the lake and wait for the crazy drunk fisherman? Or do we want to go to the church?
I think we should stop. If we're gonna have to wait for him anyway, let's stop by the church first. If people really think they give out blessings there, I mean,
Maybe they can give me a big band-aid.
we need all the help we can get.
Well, let's go. I think Shuri went in that direction anyway with that dog. And I sort of looks over.
Okay. If we need a little guidance, the church seems like the place to go.
I'm not a holy man person thing. I don't really know what I am, if I'm honest. But it seems nicer than here.
That's a stretch.
Oh yes, but it is nicer than here. Just.
By like maybe 0.5% sort of thing.
Shall we?
And so I guess they're gonna go towards the church.
Okay, you may head towards the church. It's a slouching, centuries-old stone church building with a bulging steeple, and the back and walls lined with cracked stained glass windows depicting pious saints. As a fence of wrought iron encloses the garden of gravestones next to the church, a thin mist creeps along amongst the graves. The mist sort of reaches out to you as tendrils touch your...
I take it back. This is worse.
I'm gonna get into a sloth on Bob's back position instead. A lookout.
And can I use my divine sense to see if this is even consecrated ground?
Sure.
So that just happens.
As you use your divine sense, you can tell that this is in fact currently not consecrated ground.
This isn't, I'm not feeling too positive about this.
No, me neither, as he sort of like pulls his foot away from one of those like mist sort of tendrils that reach out.
Hope you'll blow at one.
Is this what churches normally do?
No. You've been to our church at home. I've dragged you there enough times.
But yes, but I didn't pay this much attention to it.
I think if things were grabbing you at church, you would notice.
Maybe. Do we still go in?
I don't know, I'm getting a really weird vibe.
And Talia's gonna pull out that gauntlet glove thing she got before. I don't know if that was a random item or if this was actually a plot point. I don't know if we remember what it is.
Oh, but I can see Shirley though over there with the dog, like just over. Shirley, like as you sort of like.
Oh, hi!
We're going to go into the creepy church.
Can I stay with the dog?
No, come here. I
Okay.
don't want you playing with
Okay.
any undead whilst we're trying to sort things out.
You know, they're not so bad once you get to know them.
And you probably...
That guy just had issues with his family, you know.
And you hear.
It's-
I was going to say, like, the head in the bag.
I kick the bag from on Bob's back, just kick it. Shut up!
We're gonna find some use for that thing eventually.
I'm going to throw it at someone.
We could play catch with it, like the horseshoe. Keep it in the bag and just throw it.
I was going to say it might bite. I might save it for Strahd.
So do I have that note again? You're muted, Scrat.
Sure. Can you read out what it says?
No. It said like meet me at the church or something.
Yes, I remember well. The note is indeed from a member of the village saying to meet them at the church. Where exactly did you get this note again?
I got a delivery from a boy, and I got a note and a box with a bejeweled glove thing in it, or something. I don't know. I didn't look at it too closely. Huh?
It had nails on it.
Yeah.
Yes. Inside the church, there's a small amount of organ music playing. Nothing too eerie. Well, not too eerie. Barovian eerie, but not too eerie. Not Strahd eerie. The note said to meet you at the church. Indeed, it's signed in a very flowing hand, or written rather in a very flowing hand.
And when they walk in, Tali's just gonna look around. Is there anybody here, particularly like a holy man that they were talking, that Isaac told them about?
Yes, he will be around. Good old. Just said his name a minute ago. Father Lucian, yes. You see him there. But also inside the church, as you head in, you can see a man in fine clothes sitting at one of the pews. Bright red jacket with golden embroidery.
Would Talia guess that's the guy that... Does he notice when they come in? Does he react in any way?
Yes, he cranes round and says, and beckons.
And Talia has the note in her hand, and she'll walk over to him and be like, "You requested our presence?"
Shh! He whispers loudly. I am the great Rictavio!
Oh.
This is the guy with the tiger.
Yes, the tiger that you, his finger points at Bob, managed to put back in its cage without any men or ropes or anything. Yes, I could use you.
It was behaving badly.
Listen, I have a little proposition. Work for me. We can travel the land, showing people the great Rictavio's marvelous wonders. And you can be part of those wonders. We could do a lion taming act. You could do something else.
Do you leave Barovia?
No.
Then no.
No one can leave Barovia, only the damn Vistani.
So we've heard. Several times.
Why do you keep a tiger so badly behaved and ferocious?
It's a wonder. No one's seen a tiger in these parts.
how'd you get one here exactly?
A good question with a long and interesting story. Now, it all started back when I was...
Okay, is it actually interesting, or is it you think it's interesting?
Well, you'll soon find out. It all started back when I was at school.
We're kind of on a time crunch here.
Whereas Bob is genuinely like...
As wonderful it would be to hear your entire life story and how you got this tiger, is really the only reason you contacted us because you wanted us to join your traveling circus?
Yes, but I also gave you that lovely little gift there. That'd be worth a few gold.
And she pulls out, she's like, yeah, it's okay. Well, we're sorry to say, but we have quite a few pressing engagements. However, I recommend that you keep a better eye on your tiger.
Oh, he'll be fine. Don't worry about him.
Why do you poison your locks?
In case anyone tries to steal my tiger.
Yeah, well, it's rude. Your
You
poison
could
sucks,
just
by the way.
use like a sign that says vicious tiger.
It's true. Signs work very well.
Did anyone follow you? He says in a much calmer voice.
And Bob immediately just turns around and starts looking.
Same with Suri.
And Talia will sit down next to him.
Sophie's still just like up on Bob's shoulders and like.
There's the three of us. I don't think.
So Sophie looks where Bob looks.
Were we supposed to be followed?
I don't know. Listen, I have been keeping tabs on certain factions around the city. I am aware that the Vistani are indeed in league with Strahd, hence why I trained the tiger to hate Vistani so that it will attack them. I plan to loose the tiger on the nearby Vistani camp as soon as possible.
You would kill the only way out of Barovia?
I would kill anything that is held dear to Strahd.
It won't kill Strahd, though, will it?
No, but perhaps we can pull him apart little piece by piece until he makes a mistake.
Who are you? Really?
You will call me Rictavio and nothing else. Though some round here have called me Rudolph van Richten. I am
Can I
indeed.
call you Ricky?
No.
Ah. Rudy Rick.
No, you may call me Rictavio.
Huh.
What about Tavio?
That would be acceptable.
Tavio.
So, are you literally just here to release tigers on people?
I'm trying to make an opening. I am.
So, a whole bunch of people there. They're gonna kill that thing within 5 seconds.
I am a vampire hunter. I wish Strahd to show himself.
Do you have like a badge or something to prove this?
No, but in my wagon
Can
I
we see your
have.
credentials?
In my wagon I have many supplies for hunting vampires, including silver, silver crossbow
Sophie
bolts,
is
silver
struck.
sword.
Doesn't she still have a couple of? I think she stole a couple of those actually. She
I
has.
think she stole all of them.
No, she had to drop some of it, I think, when the
She
tiger
dropped-
came back in.
I think you only took the
She-
sword and the bolts.
You took the bolts and
So
you put them in your own quiver.
So she kind of.
Oh yeah,
like,
because you muffed it up, didn't you? And you dropped all the bolts.
Not all of them. Did I drop all the bolts?
I think so.
I accidentally put the tiger back in the box while she was still in there.
Okay. So she's got the short sword, the silver short sword though,
Uh-huh.
which she was. So she kind of like scoots her belt to the side so it's like behind her, and she's like.
I think that you could do. I think you and us have similar goals, And I think you might reach them better by helping us rather than killing the only way out of town.
Teamwork. Dreamwork. It makes.
Does Silver kill
I don't know why I yoded that.
It's the height thing. It's getting
Dreamwork it makes.
Does Silver kill vampires?
No, but it is useful against werewolves. I have holy water too.
Do you have garlic?
Surprisingly not as effective as you might think.
Oh, because I just have some really bad breath and I feel like garlic might cover it.
Surprisingly more effective than you might think. But garlic does not grow well in Barovia.
Wait, do I still have that candy? That, like, sweet smelling candy from, like, forever ago?
Sure.
That I never used?
Sure.
If that would help mask bad breath. Begrudgingly. Because she's still mad at her sister. But she's the older sister, so she's like... She's got that instinct to, like, take care of her. She's just kind of... in her pocket and, like, leans down and, like, hands it to her. Eat that, Stinky.
Curing my halitosis one gift at a time.
Just grumpy crosses her arms on Bob's head, just like...
Yeah, and Bob's just like, oh, like as she sort of bends his head down slightly.
She's getting way too comfortable up there.
Yeah, by this point you probably had a short rest, so you probably could take some hit die if you wanted to heal yourself back up.
Oh yeah. She'll be healing up there. Let me roll some.
Bob looks at this guy and he's like, so let me get this straight. Do you want us to help you put a tiger in a camp? Or what is it you actually...
No, I will do that regardless. There is a group here, the Were Ravens. I'm trying to gather information on them.
The what?
Were Ravens.
Oh god, what is a were-raven?
They are men who can turn into ravens.
Lots of people do weird stuff like that here.
The question is, do they oppose Strahd? I hope so.
And you want us to find that out?
No. I want to help you take out Strahd. Or you can help me, either way.
We have some leads of our own that we're following. We'd be interested to hear what your what help you could offer, other than releasing a tiger. That seems dangerous.
Yeah, so release a tiger, but
Been
on
there,
the
done that. Didn't go
Vistani
well.
that they are trained to kill. And once the Vistani are weakened, hopefully they will get someone dear to Strahd. I have heard that there is someone amongst the Vistani that is very dear to Strahd.
I wouldn't believe everything that you hear.
Would you like to help me or not?
If your aim is to kill Strahd, or stop whatever it is he's doing, and he sort of looks back at Sophie, then I suppose that's what we do.
What is your plan at the moment?
Go to Strahd and kill him.
Just like that, right
No.
now?
Well, no, we gotta find that drunk guy.
Oh,
Can we take
yes,
us to a
we
wizard?
also
No.
have to
Going
find
to
a
take a
man on a
drunk
boat.
guy. You're going to take a drunk guy to go and kill Strahd.
No. He's gonna take us to find a wizard to kill Strahd.
Can Talia
Unless it's
insight
okay.
check him?
Sure.
We should have done that a while ago, shouldn't we?
Bob doesn't think like that. Bob is like, yeah.
He's asking a lot of questions and not making a lot of commitments. Nat 20.
He's being genuine.
Oh. Oh, sweet
Not a
little
spy.
vampire.
Got it.
Actual friend. Ally who doesn't collect dolls?
Did you bring a Zek with you?
Better?
No, you told us.
No.
Zek. Yeah.
And Talia says, I can see that you are you're being very forthcoming with us and that you're being very true, kind of hinting to everybody else. We have a lead on how to break the curse that's held over Strahd. And we believe that there's something that can help us at the tower of the wizard across the lake.
Okay. In that case, you should get some rest. The drunk will leave in the morning. Until then, thank you for visiting Rictavia. It'd be great to see you at one of my shows. Ha ha!
I like his gumption.
He certainly has it.
And
Bob has
Talia,
no idea what that means, by the way.
That like gumbo.
I've never had that either.
Tasty and packs a punch. Gumption.
Oh, I get it now. And I
That's
slap this guy on the back and sort of like try and do like the laugh, like laugh hard to like mimic his voice.
and Talia shakes his hand and is like, thank you for the lovely gift. She still doesn't know what it is.
You are
You're muted again,
muted.
Strahd.
Strange.
He shakes your hand and says, "You're very welcome. But shh. I must leave." And he scurries away.
Talia looks at everyone. She's like, well, that was unexpected.
You know, there was a time when, you know, Suri and I would walk around and people would think that we were super weird, but I've never felt more normal in my entire life.
Yeah, I feel pretty good right now.
Yeah, and you're
I don't
really
know.
weird.
I know, right? Like sort of like looking back, like
Super weird.
right?
I don't know. I'm really resonating with the guy.
Why?
The coat, isn't it?
Yeah, and I just love to be able to enter and exit like with a.
I mean, you could start practicing.
I was going to say you can do it if you want. Believe in yourself, Shuri. I believe you could exit.
Okay, so.
There we
And she's
go.
just gonna be like practicing by flailing her cloak around and trying to slide as smoothly as possible, but always every time just letting out an
Is this happening in the middle of the church?
Yeah. may pale or be praised.
Yeah.
Up there just like, that is my sibling.
They
So,
really
do
were
you
all-
take rest this evening?
Yes.
Back at the inn.
Yes, I did. I quite liked the inn.
It was another.
Yeah, I think we've kind of got the guard off our back, so...
Yeah, it was another 10 gold, probably all told, for the week stay so far. If you're thinking of leaving.
And Talia looks at Sophie and Suri.
No. Are we going inside? Or do we
Yeah.
have to pay? Are we paying for what we already used, or are we doing that in the morning because we're adding on another night?
You can do it in the morning if you wish.
Alright, let's do that.
Yeah, sure. You would you like to have breakfast as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Bob is like, hell yeah.
Brings it up to with the extra night. There we go. So it is for all of you it total comes to around 14 gold.
Easy. Sophie will just toss down 15 gold.
I really miss your purse, Sophie.
What?
Says the barman. Erwin.
I'll miss my purse.
Your custom has been most appreciated. Many leave a tab open for much time. I feared you would be the same.
Is it because I'm a halfling? Because that's really rude.
What?
Alright, never mind.
Seems like really confused.
It's a
What?
joke. She got it. She points to Suri.
I guess someone had to.
And Bob is just like, I don't get
It's a family joke.
Oh.
I
had
just
to
keep
be
crying. No one understands me except for you.
We can't all remember Aunt Gladys's best jokes fondly.
They weren't even the best. It's just all we had.
Well, you can find the drunk. You'll have to hurry to the lake, though. He usually heads off early.
Yeah, let's run through the town square.
Is Bob still carrying Sophie when Sophie says run?
I feel like if Bob if Bob doesn't care, Sophie just kind of
No,
like
Bob is very used
assumes
to
the
now.
position.
Like Bob is now very used to just having halflings hanging off him, I think. So
This is now standard operating procedure.
yeah.
I mean, if we're running, it would make sense if like the girls were just like on Bob's shoulders, like
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, Bob will sprint if they're both on there.
Especially if we're trying to get there before he leaves.
So you get there. Bluto is a slightly large man. He wears a fur, and you can see him loading, staggeringly loading this boat with rods and bait and tackle boxes and stuff. He's got that sort of blotchy red skin of a hardened drinker. And you can see a bottle not far from the boat.
Good morning, sailor man.
Oh!
Are you the one who goes on the lake?
Fishing!
Yeah, yes, that's it. Fishing. Fishing is good. Do you go across the lake? Have you, would you take passengers?
I can take a passenger. I do not see why that would be a problem.
Passengers.
Do
more
you
than
do you
one.
take passengers?
I do. And he points at the two halflings out on his shoulder.
Good. Then we are allies taking passengers.
Yes, we are. Question. Other than fish, do you see anything in the water? Do you fear anything from the depths?
No.
That's no.
No.
Have you seen anything?
Yes. I see you.
No. In the water. Other than fish,
Oh, that's a deep question.
unless it's a really bad fish.
I fish for fish.
Bob is like looking at us and like, I don't know what to say anymore. Is that what I'm like when I drink? I know you said I had the drinking problem. Is that what I'm like? I'm so sorry. Like, as he looks around.
Alice, you've just
Why are
slayed
you
everyone.
laughing? I don't understand. Why you all laughing?
Sophie just kind of
This is a serious thing. I've been trying to get over it ever since we arrived in Barovia.
I'll
Guys.
explain it later, Bob. No, it's just keep talking to the guy.
Okay. Excuse me, fishman guy. Can we come on
Pluto!
your-
My name is Pluto!
Pluto, whichever one it is. Can we
Pluto
come
Krogarov!
on... Yes. No, can we come on your boat, please?
You may.
Can we actually see the tower from?
Can we see a
like-
boat?
Can we see boat?
Does the boat have holes? Hold on, I would like to inspect the boat from my high vantage point.
Why don't you inspect the boat?
Does it also have enough space for all of us?
What? 16 total?
16, the boat looks water-worthy.
Does it look too rowdy halfling worthy?
Not too rowdy, but should be able to take your weight.
Okay, so we'll bring it down. We need to just bring it down.
Yeah, Bob's like, now. You...
Come, get in the boat. We sail now, I've got everything, I'm going.
Oh,
Just go. Let's just go, guys.
Get in the
Let's
boat.
just go.
Get in the boat.
He gets in the boat and looks at you like, a silver each.
Can I give him a gold to shut him up?
Oh, I should have charged you more. Okay, let's go. And he starts rowing.
I'll be your sugar daddy, guys. Don't worry about it.
You know, I am losing fish today. Normally, I would be fishing. I sell my fish in the town.
Yeah, but you just got a gold, so you're fine, right?
Yes.
That's a lot of alcohol.
Yes, it's good. Very good. Oh no, now we're going in circles. Hang on.
Can Talia try and help make
Yeah.
in some way to make sure they're actually crossing the lake?
Suri's just gonna sit entertained.
How do you help?
I don't know. She might even go to like, if he's drunk enough, she might even go to like take the oars from him and do this.
Oh, he's like, well, I mean, you.
Yeah, let me help you.
Yes, you can help yourself. This is good. Hey, blow the man down. Hey.
What is he doing? What is he doing? No, don't you
Got
stop.
to have a bowl of Kellogg's fruit and fiber.
Oh, yeah,
Suddenly, his eyes get very serious as he looks at you.
Oh,
If I go down to Derby to buy a county ram, I found the finest ram there that ever was ever rammed. That's a lie, and starts just singing sea shanty.
and he's like, Bob is almost just like he's not used to this much, like singing and like, oh. So, how long does it take to get to the other side?
Talia. Okay.
This is fine.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Bruto. How long does it take to get to the other side?
15
What?
men and a dead man's chest. Yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum.
Talia, I don't know what to do.
Entertain him so that I can row the boat. Can Talia look around and then she says, and make sure that we're not going to get eaten by anything.
All right. One of you keep a lookout. One of us will keep him entertained.
And Suri will start doing the like.
And Bob is like in wonder. Bob is in absolute wonder with this. He's just like, watching it go. This is real magic to him right now.
Bob, you're supposed to be paying attention to the not fish.
Bob, as you turn around and look at the water, you can see a darkness swirling beneath you.
Oh, Talia, it may be too late. I may have seen something.
Two little dicky birds sitting on the wall. One named Peter, one named Paul.
I know
Fly
this
away,
one.
Peter. Fly away, Paul. Come back, Peter. Come back, Paul. Like,
Oh! How do you do this? Magician!
not.
There is something in the water.
Ah,
It's big, it's looming, and
Wait, what? Go for
it's
the edge.
Oh yes, I forgot to mention, stay very quiet on the water.
ah, shit.
And Bob immediately just like flicks his ears and like just covers both like Sophie and Suri's
Yes,
mouth.
I
Like,
always stay dead silent when we're out on the water, otherwise you wake all the beasties.
So why does you talk?
What?
Sir, could you please just be slightly quieter?
What?
Please. I hand him a bottle of alcohol.
Ah, yes, this is most good. I'm loving just seeing Kelly rapidly rowing in the bottom left.
Yeah, like Bob's like, Talia, row faster.
Why don't you give me a an athletics
It's actually
check?
been a really long time since I've been in a canoe and it kind of hurts. This all the time.
Can you please roll me an athletics check?
Oh. Can I add my D6 to that?
Yeah, of course you can.
Seems like a good move. Let's make that a 17.
On a 17, the boat starts zipping across the water, the darkness moving behind it.
Okay. Like Bob is just looking down.
It's still over there.
He's like, we'll get the just.
Suri, your sister was most disappointing. Perhaps you could help me instead. Says a voice from the depths of your mind.
Julie, what
As
do you
a
do?
tentacle reaches out from the water and just grips the boat.
Oh, but Bob just gets like his like claws out and just starts like hitting this like. You know, when a cat is
So we pull out a dagger and just. No!
Talia, Talia, we have a slight problem.
I don't know if we.
Talia, with your 17 roll, you are essentially pulling along the squid as well.
Cool. I'm going as fast as I can. Get it to let go.
It's like,
Kill it.
Does
An
anyone-
Cut its arm off.
An eye submerges, looking at the party for just a moment before it sort of
Wait.
turns, diving down. However, a black, inky spray covers the boat.
Oh, he
No.
blinked.
Was the tentacle still on the boat?
The tentacle is not. You stabbed it, so it let go. However, now none of you can see. Actually, make me a check. Let's make a check for that. There's going to be stuff you can either try and dodge it or try and clear it after the fact. Dodge would be dexterity. Clearing it after the fact would be
Ooh.
constitution.
Next save.
22.
24 total. For a dex save.
So, unfortunately, the person steering is the one that is mostly blinded.
Oh, great.
Can I make some kind of a check to know if I know like you've got some balance, right? You know that if you're at least like not like leaning.
It's going to be
Like,
a
I just need to get straight across.
difficult check. Acrobatics.
Yeah, Bob's like left, no, your other left.
We'll say that you can keep rowing roughly straight.
With Bob yelling at me.
In fact, as you get to the opposite bank, You see storm clouds start to swirl above head.
We really should have bought a tent, guys. Or like some kind of supplies.
2 gigantic tentacles grip hold of the boat and start dragging it back into the water.
Out. How deep is this water right now? Are we at the other side?
How
of the
close are we to the bank? Can I throw the halflings?
You are about 5-10 feet from the bank. It's a one of them real steep ones.
I was gonna say, because you're on Bob anyway, so like he looks at Talia and he's like, 1 each. And
Except Talia can't see, so it's probably not a good idea.
Okay, so Bob is actually just gonna pick up Talia and grab this drunk man. He's got the 2 halflings on his shoulder and he's gonna jump out of this boat.
That's a lot.
To get to the other
That's
sea.
a lot.
Okay. We'll say that you can toss them for free. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? You toss them to the shore. As you do so, lightning starts raining down around you. And from up on the bank, you hear... I'll get them! I'll get them all! Don't you worry! And that's where we're going to wrap up this week's session.
I was waiting for it. When the tentacle happened. Every moment I was like, and that's the end of this week's episode.
I mean, Scrap was the only one who get the reference, but I was like, Steve, is that you? Steve made his way into another campaign.
Oh man.
Maybe. How are we all doing, guys?
Fantastic. Great.
Fantastic.
My
Looks
arms are
like...
a little sore, actually.
Well,
No, worse for the
fantastic
gag.
method acting there. Fantastic. Yeah, so let's go round. Let's see how we all feel at the beginning of this new season, what our favourite part was, what we're looking forward to, and all the wonderful things that we get up to online. Why don't we go the other way around this time? Let's start with Alex, Madam Gandalf. Oh, hi.
Hi. Well, today was a day of many great moments. I mean, we've all just come back, and so I think it was just really exciting to see everybody really get back into their characters again. And oh my gosh, Talia, what a leader. Talia is like, you know, our Monica of our friends group, you know, keeping us like in line, but is also capable of being goofy herself. But still organized enough to keep us there.
Somebody has to make sure we don't just spend the rest of the campaign hiding in a bush.
Very true. Very true.
So valid. So valid.
Yeah, I think so I personally really enjoyed trying to play dead with the dead. Even poking my sister with a dead person's arm to try and convince her to also play dead while she was dying. You know, there's a lot of meta dead moments going on today, and I always appreciate that you are willing to let me deal with my Suri weirdness, Scrat. So thank you for putting up with that. She doesn't make the smartest decisions.
You say putting up with, I say just enjoying as much as possible.
There's method to her madness. There is method to the madness. It's just, yeah. Anyway, I had a lot of fun, and I'm glad to be back here as, you know, Madam Gandalf, and I'm a variety streamer. Yeah, you know the deal. You know the deal by now, and I'm just happy to be back here as part of the Academy.
Thank you so much. So next around we have the wonderful A. Kelly Lane. Kelly, oh hi.
Hi. I'm very excited to be back. It was a very long break from Barovia. And unlike Talia, I would like to stay here a while. My favorite part of today, I forgot, like not really forgot, but you it's nice to be reminded of the fact that we can't get through 5 minutes of like anything without breaking out into like, who's doing what now? And because I'm playing the more serious character, the one that's keeping us on track, I always feel like I'm just sitting back and watching the show too. And it's just like, it's endless fun for me because it feels just like I'm in chat just watching what craziness is gonna come out of whose mouth next. And I very much enjoyed myself. I think I have to echo Madam that my favorite part today was whatever the hell Suri was trying to do that whole time. Thankfully we've survived it, but you know, that was great.
Could have gone either way.
Yeah, it was dicey there for a second. Thank God I dragged Isaac with us, otherwise we would have been real screwed.
It's one of the difficult
He
things
did
about...
most of that damage.
It's actually one of the difficult things about your party comp is that with 3 rogues, you all tend to be quite squishy, but you do a heck ton of damage. I think I've found my niche now for getting you guys a reward in combat, but we'll see. Sophie, or rather Rachel, OBaby190. Oh, hi!
Hello! Man! God, I agree with Kelly, man. We just don't quit. We're literally just a band of comedians barreling our way through Barovia, and everyone's like, what the hell? And they're saying that we're not the happiest. Like, that's bull crap. We're running through here, feeding dogs, poking each other with arms, like, with paper bats. Like, we're so fun. We're so happy. Anyways, I also have to agree with both Madame and Kelly. One of my favorite moments was the blood gushing out of Sophie and Suri poking her with a dead blood arm. So hopefully she didn't get like an infection or anything like that. But that was an interesting image in my head. And then I always have to pick a Sophie Bob moment, and that had to have been when Sophie came out of like Strahd's creepy dream world, and they were both like mid slap, just like ah! Like I really like that moment. And then the sea shanties, I really liked this. I liked him. Favorite NPC, I love that guy. What a great dude.
Oh, cool. I'll have to maybe try and give him more of a role than just random guy who
love
drinks
him.
on
He's
boat.
great, dude. Yeah, so it was fantastic to be back. But yeah, my name is OBaby190. I'm a variety streamer. I do D&D here and actually on Madame's channel, which is a lot of fun. And I draw a lot of D&D characters all the time. So yeah, you can find me on the internet doing stuff sometimes.
My shout-out command is currently broken. I changed my bot and I haven't figured out how to make the bot work that yet. But guys, I recommend you go and click on OBaby190's name, you go and click on Madame Gandalf's name, and you go and follow their channels. Fantastic channels. Quite often online when I'm not as well, so we can, we've got a good... Yeah, that one.
Yeah, you don't have to not watch one to watch the other thing going on.
Yeah.
They need a word for that. There needs to be like a Twitch word for that.
Yeah, like, I don't know, something to do with preference? Nah, anyway.
Schedule mingling.
Yeah.
Ooh, schedule mingling.
Yes. Schedule ambivalence. Something like that. No. Alice.
Hi. Yeah, again, I'm gonna say it. It's the playing dead, well, half kind of dead sort of thing. And also the sort of scene of Talia rowing for all of our lives frantically. You've got Bob sat there with a halfling on each shoulder. Bob sort of still feeling slightly traumatized by the fact he thinks he's got a drinking problem, and these halflings like singing along and doing all this, whilst Talia frantically is trying to get away from this, I don't know, this huge weird like squid type kraken thing. So I think they're my favorite scenes. Oh yeah, I'm White Rabbit Pick on Twitter when I'm not DMing over here or playing in games. I am also going to be over on Tales of the Grim, which is Greg's channel. So I'll be over there in a couple of weeks as well. You'll probably saw the Dragon Age campaign that we started today, which was very, very intense. I threw at them all in one go, a blight, an archdemon, and everything on the first episode. So if you want to go see the craziness that is currently that, feel free to go check it out. But yes, otherwise I take photos. That's what I do when I'm not doing D&D and TTRPGs. So but I'm so glad we're back for this. I've missed these characters so much and how they somehow have fun in Barovia. So yeah, I've really liked this.
So much bizarre fun in Barovia. Crazy, crazy bunch. Well, that just leaves me, everyone. So, my favourite moment? Sophie breaking her leg. Sophie getting shot. Madame Gandalf covering herself in blood. Talia rowing. How can I not love Talia rowing as it's picked up pace. Essentially, I'm saying I loved it all. I should pick one, but I'm going to pick it all. It was great. Playing Rictavia was fun as well. That insight check, that was a nice moment where you all just sort of were like, oh, a real friend. A real boy. That was great. Yeah, I'm Scraticus, guys. This is my channel. You can check out my social links. Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. Head over, check them all out. Discord for the community, Twitter to get a game. Send me a DM, and I will get you a D&D game. Maybe not. I might not reply this week because it's opening week, and it's very busy. But next week I'll get you a game. Just send me a DM, and I'll get back to you. I promise. YouTube, you can find all of the games. They'll all be uploaded to YouTube in the nigh future, which is very similar to the near future. Patreon, you guys can support me for as little as $1 a month, and every dollar is very much appreciated. We also give out free articles over there, so they're worth checking out as well. Apart from that, we also have merch. Merch you can see over on Redbubble. We have a sponsor in Bird in the Storm Publishing, who you should check out. They make D&D content and TTRPG content. We also have Mage Hand Press, who do make the Dark Matter expansion for 5e, which is a sci-fi expansion. That's a lot of fun. You should check it out. And we have some panels as well. Check out our panels below. You'll see arasavad.com, Tabletop Lou, and Rue Inc. Check all those out. Today, I'm going to recommend we only bring one emote on either end of this raid cry, because I know I've raided them before. And they tend to have spam disabled on their account, so that's not so great. But they are playing some TTRPG games over there right now. We're gonna be raiding Matt Colville. That's not how you spell Colville. Pro streamer. Got there in the end. So thanks for playing along, everyone. Keep evoking emotions, and we will see you next time. Bye.